Hello kids, for today's geometry lesson we will be learning about our 2D shapes, and we will identify two-dimensional shapes including circles, triangles, rectangles, and squares, and special rectangles like rhombuses and hexagons, and describe their attributes using formal geometric language. So yesterday we reviewed some shapes and we know some of our shapes. But today we will be focusing more on learning what are sides and vertices. So can anyone name a shape that we have already learned? Good, a triangle. A triangle is really easy. We just go straight down, another line and across. That's our triangle.
The triangle.
Can anyone think of another shape? A rectangle. So can anyone tell me if the rectangles are equal sides all around, or is one bigger or two bigger than the others? Correct. Two sides are longer than the other two sides. So that right there is a rectangle.
A rectangle.
And so we have, we all know what this one is. It is a circle. And we won't be focusing on this one too much today because we all know that a circle has no vertices or sides. So we'll be focusing more on triangles, rectangles, hexagons, squares, rhombus, and trapezoids. Does anyone know what the definition of a side is? That was close enough. So the definition of a side is the line segment that joins two vertices in a shape or two-dimensional figure. That's what a side is. So for the rectangle right here, we can see that these are its sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we would say that this rectangle has 4 sides. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reason that we're not focusing on the circle is just because a circle just goes around and around. There's no stopping point for a circle. And so when we come across another time when I say, how many sides does a circle have? Does anyone know how many sides a circle has? 0. A circle has 0 sides. It does not contain any because it just goes around and around. Now, for our next vocabulary that we will be learning is vertices. Does anyone know the definition of vertices? Good. That was close. So, the other way that you may hear vertices is by calling it the vertex. And the vertices or vertex represents the location where two or more lines or edges are connected. So we can, on the square right here, we can notice that these lines are connected all around. So this is where this line and 1 and 2 line connect. And then 2 and 3 connect right here, as well as 3 and 4 connect right there. And then our 4 and 1 connect right there. So those little points on the sides are called the vertices or vertex. And remember this because our activity for the day is over sides and vertices. So as we can see on my little picture up here, that our rectangle has 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 vertices. Can anyone tell me how many vertices a circle has? Correct. 0. A circle has 0 vertices because there's no lines that connect to different points. So just because there's 0 sides and 0 vertices, that is the reasons why we won't be focusing on circles, because it's just so easy. And y'all are way too smart to just be stuck on circles. So we'll be learning more challenging shapes, two-dimensional shapes. So let's go ahead and someone tell me how many sides a triangle has. All right, sides up here. Good, good. I heard someone say 3. Can someone count me the sides that a triangle has? It has 1, 2, 3. Those are our sides. Can someone tell me, or someone raise their hand and tell me how many vertices a triangle has? It has 3, correct. I heard someone say it. So there's 1, 2, 3. So a triangle has 3 vertices. So we'll write down vertices here, vertices here. And we said there's 3 sides and 3 vertices. So now that we explained, or I explained y'all how this works, y'all will be doing a little worksheet. Y'all's materials would be y'all's worksheet and these sets of cards that contain two-dimensional shapes, and I have just like, let's see, something easier to see. Like on this square, I have the little vertices there, and then your sides are there. So it will be y'all's, y'all will have to count your sides and vertices and write them down here. And the fun part about this activity is that you will be able to use Play-Doh and then toothpicks. Well, it was supposed to be with toothpicks, but plan A did not work, so I used the cotton swabs little sticks. So that will work for our activity today. And I will show y'all, since I have the square up here, I will show y'all how to draw or create your 2D dimensional shape. So we will grab some Play-Doh right here. This Play-Doh is kind of hard, so we gotta warm it up and work it. So what you will do is you will grab your Play-Doh. We can say that this will be our vertice, our points on our shapes. So you will grab one, you can stick it in right there. And you can grab another one, roll it up, stick it to the other end. And then roll. You can connect this one to this right there. And follow all the way through. Right there. Almost done. And then we will just add one more stick to the side. So this would be how it looks, our 2D shape. The cards that I will be handing out is just a just an example, just in case if you're stuck or something, you can just do it on top of those lines, or you don't have to use your cards if you don't want to. That is okay. But you will be, for the activity, you will be using Play-Doh and the sticks or toothpicks. Be creative. So now that we have our picture written out, we can see visually that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 vertices, so we would write 4 right here on the vertice side, and we will count our sides, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, so it'd be 4 on this side. So a square has 4 sides and 4 vertices, and as we know that we've learned is that a square has 4 equal sides. So that would be y'all's activity, and let me put this back. After we're done, we will clean up and put our Play-Doh back, and let me explain to y'all our worksheet that I have for y'all. Is this. It says directions, build a 2D shape using, and it says right here pretzels and marshmallows, so you can use this with pretzels or marshmallows, but we do not have that, so we will use our resources, and it would be Play-Doh and our sticks. And it says tell about your shapes. So on the side where it says shape, you're gonna draw out your whatever shape you want. So maybe you have a trapezoid, and you'll draw a trapezoid right there, and then you're gonna have to, as we learn, do the sides and vertices, or excuse me, you'll have to write the shape right there. So if it's a trapezoid, if you don't know how to spell it, just copy it off. Just put trapezoid there, and then you're going to count your sides and vertices, and then you will draw it on this side, so I can see that you have understood and know your shapes. And that will be our today's activity. I will be walking around just in case you'll have any questions, and if y'all do, just raise your hand, and don't hesitate to ask any questions. I am here to help, and enjoy our activity.